But like, we gonna get into the real when y'all come up over here, man. So put your big boy pants on when you come over here, folks. For real. Put your big boy pants on and we gonna get it to it straight like that, folks. But definitely hit that like button for the boy if you here for a good time, not a long time. You ain't here to stay. Hit that like button, man. Value Christ over your life. My brothers and my sisters, see to it that I love y'all with the love of Christ, and there is no greater love. I could try to love you on my own account, but can I truly, or do we truly look to people who don't really have, I haven't even really experienced, before I get into what I get into. And I hope y'all have an ear to hear, because this is scary. This lifestyle is scary. And through fear and trembling, we are supposed to, work out our own salvation. But many of us are not working out our own salvation. We are letting life work us out. And it's creating not salvation. It's messing up our salvation. Pretty much like the rappers, everybody that I got in the title, they are corrupting and polluting what it is that, we, just our hope. Because we're not putting hope into the right things. We are putting hope into them and what we see. So, I just want to say that, again, can we truly love each other in the proper way when we have never received the proper love? I can tell you that I didn't receive the proper love from my family. So it is why I love the way I do now. But check this. Since I did not get that love from my family, and I know how to properly love you, and I did not go to the world for that love, it's an outer, the world type of love that I have. To want to, literally live my life as a living sacrifice for y'all, which means that I've exposed some things, that I've told some things, that I've went into depth of some things that could cause for my life to be in jeopardy, to hang in the balance of those who are evildoers. I hope y'all hit me, and I hope y'all hear my love, my genuine, authentic love for y'all. Not to gain the money, not to gain y'all approval of me because I'm no one, but for y'all to see me and to think about him. And again, these dudes are either operating in darkness unknowingly, or knowingly they are hurting you. And I let you be the judge, because a child knows right from wrong. A child even knows how to sin. A baby in itself, you don't even have to teach a baby how to be a thief, how to whatever. But the moment like they buy some candy or they taking, but you don't got to teach them these things. I'm just showing y'all something. But yeah, again, but we got to study to show ourselves approved. But I got something to say pertaining to it all. I got first. What's the first one that I want to read? I'm gonna read out of Corinthians. I want to read out of Corinthians. Give me a second, real quick. All right, I found it. Second Corinthians 6:14. Please pay attention, because this applies to many of us. And if you are searching or seeking out the greater things to life, those keys to wisdom that unlocks, your understanding in life, we have to watch not only who we are hanging around, but who we are listening to. What artists are we giving our minds and our souls and our bodies? Who are we giving the opportunity to plant seeds? Who are we giving the opportunity to plant seeds into us? And we got to understand that those seeds will make manifest. So if we are getting implanted seeds of bad deeds, when they make manifest, doesn't matter who was it that gave, they're going to get judged by it, but it doesn't matter who was it that gave you the seed. If you were willing to let the seed dwell inside you and it makes manifest, then you get rewarded for the deed that you carried out. This is why I said in the title, it's dangerous. These dudes are very dangerous. But let me read this real quick. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Yoked. What is yoked? It's basically doing the same, like I'm doing the same thing as an unbeliever. We are in cahoots with the same lifestyle. So how, as being a believer, me and y'all, being believers, we do say, think, and speak exactly how unbelievers do. Not only that, how do we engage into the same things of the world that they engage into? It says, be not unequally yoked. Because we are not equally yoked in the beginning, because if I'm righteous and you are not, and we get together in fellowship, come together and agree on one thing, one is already an imbalance. So for you being righteous, that's that evil communication corrupting your good manners regardless, because it's going to be something of that evil seeded person that is literally going to, kind of fall off on you. Something. I don't know. We know we can, be the judges of what we pick up, the bad habits that we consume from those around us. Lust, chasing money, chasing riches. It's a lot. But I wanted to read that first because we as believers, who are we? We are to be called to be yoked with our brothers that are seeking God or are in him, because we can benefit from each other. And, I'm going to go on. I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit after, because I just want y'all to know that, this is the only way to understanding anything. To understand yourself, you have to understand your creator, because your creator created a world at which that many people will get lost into thinking and believing that they are somebody that the world told them that they was. The world paints the image and the picture, but we remember who is the prince and the power and the ruler of this air and what purpose he is taken out. If you are willing to be fooled, the Most High is willing for you to be lost in that lie. Because being fooled means you believe the lie. So if you want to believe a lie, you can get lost in it. Because if you love me, you will come for me. If you love me, you will seek out the things that I have put forth in foundation. And I said, if you knock, the door will be open. And I said that if you would ask, I will give unto you. This is what he said. Yeah, forgive me, but again, if we knock, that door will be open. Our Father is the greatest server, the greatest physician of all, and he wants to heal the sick. He wants to serve the needy. This is what he wants to do. Are you willing? Do you want to be served? It's not going to be easy, because you got to show him that you are, worthy of what he wants to drop onto your plate. You got to be worthy for this truth. You got to be worthy. You got to study to show thyself approved in his eyes. Study my word to see that you want me. How can we say we love him when we don't seek to know him? We don't know him. And I'll make a video on that. But let me read and then don't get offended, because God speaks in his word and says that many of us don't know him. I didn't know him for a long part of my life, but I'm seeking him now. I'm learning him. I'm building an intimate relationship with him, and my oh my, the relationship gets better and better by the day. My understanding gets deeper and deeper by the day. And I'm wanting y'all for this. I want the same for y'all. But I'm reading in John. 1 John 5:4. 1 John 5:4. It says, for every child of God defeats this evil world. For every child of God. You got to really be of God. Really of God. Not just saying I'm of God, I love you, God. Nah, you got to really be of God. And then you will be able to defeat this evil world. And we achieve this victory through our faith. But watch this. It says, and who can win this battle against this world? Only those who believe that Jesus is the Son of God can defeat this evil world. Why you reading this? What this got to do with Lil Durk now? Who can understand the world? I'm saying it because these dudes are an illusion. They are false hope into the world. So again, how can we even understand who they are, what they are, if we don't understand the world, if we don't even understand our place in the world? We don't even understand what we are to the world when we are blinded. Because when you are blinded, 9 times out of 10, all you do is you open up your mouth and you speak. Many people open up their mouth, they speak on the Bible, they don't know him. I myself was victim to doing this many a times, but this is the thing. Those who love him at heart will find their way. Are you finding your way? Because if you just keep talking, and you never seek to change, not just to lean on your own word, but if you don't seek to say what he said that's needed to be said, and you just keep saying what I think, you hurt people because you don't know the proper things to even speak of from your thoughts that actually help people. We have to seek his word before anything. And again, I'm making this video because, and I hope that y'all watch it in its entirety because it can bless those who have the ears to hear, the eyes to see. Because when I went to that, when it was pretty much talking about the world, right? How the only way to understand, not only even understand, but to defeat this world, you need to know who Christ is. And you need to believe who Christ is, and that is the Son of God. Because that is the way we get the understanding that we get his grace by just seeking him out enough to just ordain him who he is. People gonna say he's not who he is because they did not seek him out with their whole heart for him to reveal his truth. But I got something else I wanted to read. And then after I read this, I'm going to kind of let y'all, have at it, And this should tell a lot. It should speak a lot about them. It should speak a lot about the world that hears them. And then it should speak a lot about those who do what I'm doing right now while we're not heard. Why I receive hate when I put out the much love. It's either you are deceived or you are a tear. And if you are deceived, then you should be one of those. This right here should resonate with you. He said, my people, my sheep know my voice. The sheep know the shepherd's voice. The shepherd is the one who guides the sheep to where they need to go. If you don't have a shepherd, the sheep that is out there running around, they'll fall off a cliff. If a dog come and they charge to lead them and they don't have the proper sheep, like y'all know, because the dog will herd them and whatnot. But if it ain't the proper dog herding them, and there's no one teaching the dog right to lead them where to go, how to go, they will fall off a cliff right into their death without that shepherd. That's what many of us do, and we don't even know it. But let me read one more thing to y'all. So I'm just hoping that, this is resonant with y'all. I'm hoping that, you having an ear to hear, But let me find this real quick. All right, we back, and it says, this is 1 John. Chapter 4, verse 5. Please hear me. Please hear me. Those people belong to this world. Think about them in the title. Think about any rapper that I've ever spoke on. Think about any idol that anybody who was, proclaiming out their mouth their love for Jesus, that y'all seeing through their works, their love for Jesus, who they live for. Think about them. It said those people belong to this world. And not only just them, but you'll see. Watch this. Those people belong to this world. So they speak from this world's viewpoint. And the world listens to them. But we belong to God. And those who know God listen to us. If they do not belong to God, they do not listen to us. That is how we know if someone has the spirit of truth or the spirit of deception. How many of y'all got the spirit of deception? It's not nothing to you. You should be fearful. You should be fearful because you could be blind, following the blind like these rappers are. But how many of y'all look at me and y'all be hating or not hating? Y'all just pretty much being ignorant based off of what y'all don't know, what y'all don't understand. Because y'all don't have the heart to open up to want to even understand me, what I'm doing. But y'all don't listen to me. But y'all listen to them. The dudes who create the world that is polluted with all this evil, all this hate, y'all listen to them. Not only do y'all listen to them, y'all love them. Like y'all glorify them. I used to be one. I'm trying to help y'all not, I'm trying to help y'all change, or if you're going down that path, to not to detour your life, because in that life is death. So again, what side are we on? Who are we fighting for? Or do you have the spirit of truth, or do you have the spirit of deception? Value Christ over your life, man. I'll let y'all be the answers. If anything that I said here was kind of, provoking on your spirit, producing some sort of fear, then through that fear and trembling, study to show yourself approved. Work out your salvation through that. God said that in his word. Work out your own salvation through fear and trembling. I can't give y'all the understanding. I can't give you my salvation because I worked for it. It has to be you to do it. And you can do it. And many of y'all will do it. We got to get away from all the distractions. Man, it feels good when you can grow in love with God and you can start to see him move through you. When you pray to him and you can feel him moving through you and operating in you, man, it's going to feel good, because when you open your mouth up to speak to his people, that it's not you speaking, but it's him speaking through you. And what pleasure do we get from knowing that his spirit dwells within us for the betterment of the better of his kingdom? That is a rejoicing. That is a feeling that nothing in this world could ever rob you of. It is a testimony for your soul and for your spirit to always serve him more than you serve the world. But serving him the way you serve him makes you a server of the world. Spirit knowledge, spirit food. I love y'all with the love of Christ, not with the love of Jamal. I love you with the love of Christ, because that's the pure love. That's the love that we need. That's the love that we mourn for. That is literally what life is. We don't live life to get rich. We live life to get rich through him. I want to be rich in his love, because rich in his love,